Okay, so it's officially here. First video, very first video. So welcome to the channel. Right now we got a couple projects going on, but the main thing is we got an exhaust and we're painting the wheels. But right now, our first problem. So I wanted to get an exhaust because this shit is way too loud. Way too fucking loud. I turn it on and it sounds like it's a fucking bat out of hell. Just way too loud, right? Well, I found the reason why it's so fucking loud. Not only because I did the muffler delete, I cut out the muffler a while back, but so this right here connects to the fucking header in the motor. So this connects to the header, right? Well, right here you see this horrible ass tear, fucking ripped off of here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but right there that should be welded and it should be holding it. Maybe I messed it up because I didn't have any support to the exhaust. It was just bouncing and bouncing and bouncing that it just tore off. That could be it. But now what I'm gonna have to do is get the wheels on it, take it to an exhaust shop, just tell them, hey, I need this piece welded back on, or tell them if they can make another one. So now that I got my O2 sensors out, right here, these are the two that I'm going to be reusing, because obviously I didn't get any new ones. I'm going to clean it up, just sand them down, and reuse them, because they look still pretty good. They're just covered in a little bit of soot. It's okay though, it's okay. It's alright. So we're going to figure that shit out. We're going to have to figure it out, but I'm excited for these wheels. Should be finishing them up this week. They look clean, they look clean. Ooh, they're gonna look fire. Now we're gonna switch over to the next project because we can't work on this anymore. That has to wait for another probably week or so. Look, I already got that shit dirty. Fuck, I fucked up. Anyway. Yeah, let's get on the wheels. I'll probably do a time lapse or something. I'll figure that shit out, baby. Alright, I'm excited for this shit, y'all. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, so I just finished painting the first one, or actually it's the third one, but it's the first one that y'all saw. So let's see. Still looks super shiny. I don't know if the camera's even getting it. Oh yeah, it looks super shiny. It looks super shiny because of the clear coat. And actually, can you see right here? I don't know if y'all can see that. Like right on the bottom, right there, you see it's kind of like speckled. That means I need to get more clear coat, because clear coat acts like a smoother. The clear coat, once you spray the spray paint, it gets kind of rough. It gets really rough, and either you sand it out or you put clear coat. And what clear coat does is it kind of fills those cracks that the spray paint left, kind of like a primer, kind of, but it's shiny. So you put it in there, and then you don't gotta sand no more. So that's why I only did one sand with fucking 80 grit first to get all the rough patches out, and then after I cleaned the wheel, I like sprayed water, or I got some cleaning solution, and I fucking cleaned it. Then I have to go in again. So basically, in order to get the wheel prepped for paint, you gotta sand it first. First you gotta get all the rough stuff off. So like all the dirt and then all those big old chunks from like rocks hitting the rim and chipping the paint. You gotta get it with 80 grit sandpaper and fucking just kind of smooth them out. And then after you do that, you clean the wheel, you get all the dust off, and you prime it. You put the primer so it fills all the holes and the gaps and the little dimples that you left in it. Because with the 80 grit, you're gonna take a shit ton of paint off. That just takes off the majority of the paint. But what you don't want is to not sand a shit ton, because then you start taking off a lot of paint, and then you leave these deep ass scratches in the fucking rim, which is not what you want. So after you prime your shit, you let it sit, and it fills those gaps, kind of makes it a little bumpy actually. So then that's when you come in with a finer grit sandpaper. I went from 80 to 320. So once I did the 320, I sanded it again once it was dry. Fucking made it all soft. You'll feel it right away. It gets really, really soft. And once that shit's all soft and smooth, you clean it once again. And then you can go with, I did fucking a wet sand. So I got the same 320 since I didn't have any other sandpaper. And I didn't really want to go to the store. I fucking just got some sandpaper and the 320 and I got it wet. And it acts like if it was a finer sandpaper, so you can get even more detail. But what you're supposed to do is go up to like 600 after the 324 something, and then 600 sandpaper, and you just keep on sanding. It takes a lot of time, but for me, I just wanted to get it done quick because I mean that's just gonna look cool, and I mean nobody's gonna be there sitting looking at every fucking spoke, looking at my fucking chips and seeing if they're all even. As long as it looks like it's even from the eye, and yeah, it'll look fine. So then after you sand it with the 320 wet sand, you dry it off and you clean it once again. And this time you use like alcohol or something so it like burns the dust. It takes it all off. And you let it dry. And then you can start painting. And then once you do your paint, you can fucking put your clear coat. So that's basically painting 101 on anything, literally on anything. Fucking your bedroom, your fucking shoes, I don't give a fuck. You can paint anything and everything. Alright, so keep in mind this shit is not like professional, and don't even take my word for it. If you want to do it the way I did it, fucking go ahead, it's cool. But I mean, I'm telling you right now, this shit is not like the way to do it. If I were doing like a showpiece car, like maybe I will later on, but there's a lot different steps to take than my fucking cheap college broke Walmart special paint job. But I mean, it cost me like, I say, if you want to buy completely everything, I say it costs you about 35 bucks, almost 40 bucks. Buying the sandpaper, buying the fucking spray paint. Yeah, so it's not too expensive for all four wheels. If you want to do it, go ahead. It's a paint job just so you can go to the fucking meets on the weekend. You can start on Monday and you can finish it by Sunday. And you can hit up Nationwide. You can hit up 1320, whatever fucking meet you want. You can start it on Monday and finish it on Sunday. That's the paint job. A Monday to Sunday paint job. That's what we call it.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
And then if you really want to add some texture, what you can do is once it's like kind of drying out, you go far away with the spray bottle, with the spray can, and you kind of like spray it so that it catches the little flakes, like the dots, the grains of paint, so it looks like if it was powder coated. That's what I kind of did with the other ones. So when I let it sit for like 5-10 minutes, and then after from far away, I just sprayed it a little so it looks like it was powder coated. Alright? Make it look like you fucking spent a lot on the rims, but actually you spent 20 bucks. Ah, shit. Okay, so here's another problem. If you get too close with while you're doing the little sparkle or the little technique of the powder coat, if you get way too close and you overspray, it starts to drip, which is obviously with any other paint. But I think I oversprayed it on this one, so we'll see how it turns out. I see little like humps. And then also with these cheap ass spray cans, it's better to use your thumb because you have a little more leverage. But you gotta be careful. If you put your thumb over it like that, the paint won't be able to spray fully like the triangle. So it'll catch on your thumb and it'll send these big ass dots. Let's see if I can. I got a couple on these. So I fucked up on this one. But you can see it like right there, right there, right there. You just gotta be careful. Woo, this shit hot. But yeah.